Mary, Mary, why you bugging? We're going to run that back. Let's run it back. Let's run it back. Let's run it back. Mary, Mary, why you bugging? Mary, Mary. Run DMC. Ask y'all, why are y'all bugging? What are y'all doing? We are here to talk about, as you can tell by the title, the Mary, Mary Bachelorette Party Season 2 episode. And if you did not see it, you ain't missed nothing. Okay? Now, we're not going to talk about the whole episode. We're going to talk about the Bachelorette Party. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm going to give you a little brief summary of what happened. Basically, one of the sisters got engaged to be married, no pun intended, last year. And so she asked the sisters to help plan this wedding and all the little festivities. And part of the festivities that one of the sisters came up with was to have a bachelorette party. Now, if you have a bachelorette party, at least according to Mary, you gotta have strippers. I mean, you know the rappers, what they say, they love the strippers. They love the strippers. With Mary, they love the strippers too. If you watch this episode, they go crazy over the strippers. And so what basically happens is, and they don't show it in the episode, if you watch the little preview show of season 2, they show it. Erica, which is one half of Mary, and somebody else, they go to a gentleman's club, a strip club, and they get these strippers to audition. Now, what happened at the strip club, I don't know. But what they showed, the brothers was doing a little rolling of their hips and all this type of stuff. And then one brother looked like he about to take off his pants. They cut it off. And so the ladies, Erica was going crazy, her and her friend. Fast forward, they go the day of, Gugu, who was their sister, who was also their stylist. Gugu calls up Tina and say, hey, girl, guess what? We got some men for the party. And Tina's like, what? Y'all gonna have some men taking off their shirts? Oh, no, you can't do that in my house. My kids gonna be watching. A husband, they interviewed the husband. The husband did not approve. He said, y'all ain't gonna have that going on in my house, not right here. Okay? So, they moved the little bachelorette party to Gugu's house. Gugu, I like to say that. Gugu's house. A friend of Gugu's house. They had a little party, and then the men came out, the strippers came out, and they served a little food to the women. And the women, of course, went crazy. You know how women are over men. Where they go especially crazy over a man with a shirt on. And so I want to just give a little comment, what I saw, what I think of this episode. Number one, they try to portray, particularly Erica and Gugu, that the only way to have a bachelorette party is to have strippers. And that's simply not true. You can have a bachelorette party without strippers. Even non-Christians have bachelorette parties without strippers. And you know why? I mean, that's a very dangerous thing to have strippers. You get drunk, who knows what might happen. All right? And so they try to say, well, what do you think? Because they try to, Tina, like, kind of surprised, like, what do you think? It's a bachelorette party, you got to have strippers. And my thing is this. If that's the only way to have a bachelorette party, you can't have one as a Christian. You're just going to have a bridal shower. That's it. Play your games. That's it. You can't have no strippers. Because what are strippers? These are people, men or women, who take off their clothes for money. Is that the way we supposed to use God's money, to give it to strippers? I hope not. Now you might say, well, it's preachers that give stuff to strippers. Or there are people in church that do it. Okay, they don't mean it's right. Yeah, it's people that Christians that use that money for strippers. But they're not on TV saying it's okay. They doing it in secret. They hoping nobody find out. Mary not doing it in secret. They up here got strippers in watching them going crazy. So this idea of a bachelorette party, you gotta have strippers, is silly. Number two was silly. Is the way they was acting. Now, I expect them to act like that, of course. But is this the proper way for married women to be acting over somebody that's not their husband? Is this the way you're supposed to act? I don't think so. You're supposed to be going crazy over your husband. Now, does that mean you can't be attracted to people of the opposite sex, or you don't look at them? Of course, you're going to see people and find them attractive. But you don't pay them to come over your house and take off their shirt and wear a doggone bow tie. And that's what they doing. They up here flirting with the men. We don't know what Tita did. They really edited it out, but she must did some crazy stuff. But they show what Erica did. Erica made a mistake and bumped into a guy. And like, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry to touch it all over the guy's arm. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. And all the girls laughing. Is that respectful? Is that a godly way to act towards a man that's not your husband? Would you do that in front of your husband and him not get upset? If he wouldn't get upset, something wrong with him. But most husbands will find that disrespectful. So if you did disrespectful, it don't matter whether he's there or not. That's disrespectful. Even if he approves, like I said, something wrong with that brother. If he approves of a man, of you touching a man, that ain't him. Something wrong with that. Would it be okay if the husband would do this, get him, go to a bachelorette party, touch on the stripper's arm? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Come on. I mean, and what my thing is, what's the limit? What's the limit on this? Can Christians go to the strip club? Is that okay? Because their whole argument, of course, is what we said last time. It's fun. It's fun. We don't. They try to argue. You watch the. You go to their website. They talk about the show afterwards and give their thoughts. Talking about. See, we Christians. See, people think we gonna have a bachelor party. We just gonna read the Bible and sing songs. No. Ain't nobody say you have to read the Bible, sing songs, but you ain't have to get thunder to come to your strip club and look at and touch it all over and going crazy over his stomach. Again, what example are y'all setting with this show? The Bible says set the example. Paul told Timothy, set the example in speech, in purity. How are you setting the example in purity, going crazy over strippers? How you setting the example in purity, going crazy over a man that's not your husband? Is this the way that married Christian women supposed to act? Is this an example to single Christian women on how you supposed to act? Hiring strippers, and you looking at the strippers and going crazy over strippers, and stripper taking off his pants? At least that's what happened when Erica went to the strip club. I don't know if they took off their pants at the at the bachelorette party, but again, what kind of example is this? These ladies are not setting a Christian example in purity, period. Now, I love them. I'm not dissing them. I'm not judging. I know y'all going to say, well, you judging them. Okay, say I'm judging them. Call me Judge Mathis. Call me Judge Ito. I'm going by the Bible. Okay, we going by the law book. This judge going by the law book. And the law book said that this behavior that they was acting at this bachelor party, it wasn't right. It wasn't. So if you can write your hate letters, I'm ready for it. Go ahead and write your hate letters. I'm going to still love you. But when it comes to going to strip clubs and hiring strippers and looking at strippers, the answer is right here. No. 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 And the back of my shirt says, stop it. This is Perceived with Carson Ball. Couple sucks on the mouth.